Hello my spooky children, it's me Ghost Girl and I'm here with you guys for another video. So in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys a little life update because as you guys know I've been gone for a little while now, and don't worry, I'm dead or anything like that. I was doing a job for Christmas to get like a little bit of extra cash, and the job was a lot of hours, but it was worth it in the end because I got like a lot of extra money for Christmas and just a little bit of extra cash to keep me going for a little while. Also, I'm going to be updating you guys on what happened with the parasite guy situation, because I understand I was talking about that and then I kind of basically disappeared off the internet for a while, so people were probably thinking that I got like hexed or something and then like just died, which didn't happen. The bit that I finished off at actually was talking about when I had left school and he had basically joined a group with him and these two other guys where they were participating in what is known as baneful magic. Now for all of you that maybe aren't in like the pagan or spiritual community, you've probably never heard of the term baneful magic before. The term's quite new to me as well. Actually, I only started kind of using the term baneful magic in the last kind of 6 months or so, and basically what baneful magic is hexes and curses and doing magic which causes harmful intent towards someone. Now, you've heard of dark magic, but one thing I want to kind of clarify a lot of people on is dark doesn't necessarily mean evil. The world isn't as black as white as what the church tries to make out. For example, dark magic can be used to communicate with spirits, to heal, cause communicating with spirits is a form of necromancy, which is known as dark magic, but communicating with spirits isn't really an evil thing, especially if you're just talking to your ancestors. I mean, I'm hardly being evil if I'm lighting a candle to honour my ancestors and thanking my spirit guides for looking out for me. That's considered dark magic, but it's not really evil. I mean, you're only thanking your spirit guides for helping you. Like, I don't get why the church is saying that it's all evil and that, because it's not. And then you've got like white magic, which is like healing and meditation, but dark magic can be used to heal as well. It just depends on the type of casting that you're doing and the rituals that you're doing. But that's just something I wanted to clarify. Dark magic isn't all evil, and I urge you to do some more research in this, just because I'm not the biggest expert in this. And like magic can actually be evil too. In the New Age community, there's a lot of negativity, especially associated with drugs. So one example I'm going to use for real life, and there's probably people that have came across these types of individuals. You get a lot of like New Agers and spiritual people that are into like hallucinogenics, and they take these drugs and it makes them go a little bit cuckoo and they do crazy things. I know a guy that knows a guy that was into fitness and yoga and meditation, but he kind of went down the ayahuasca path, and which is a hallucinogenic, and he started trying to convince people in his group to take this drug. And it's just like, I've got an autoimmune disease, so I wouldn't advise anyone to take drugs, because if me being diabetic, right, taking drugs, I have no idea what effect that's going to have on my body. I have no idea what that's going to do to me. I mean, this is, if you don't have a health condition, that's the risks you would have anyway. Never mind if you've got like an illness. If someone was to take ayahuasca, right, a healthy person, their body is going to have a different effect to it than what my body is. So maybe they're having a great time taking this stuff, but I could take it and I could die with it basically. Or for someone might actually have an allergy to one of the chemicals in this drug and not be aware of it, and then they take the chemical and then, you know, they end up really unwell or worse, heaven forbid. So yeah, just stay away from these people, because they claim that they've had all these amazing spiritual experiences and stuff. And listen, I'm going to admit it, I'm clairvoyant, right, so I don't need to take any of this mental drugs to have a spiritual experience, right? I have that, I've had it all sober, right? These guys are taking all these drugs and saying that they're having all these spiritual experiences. It's not real. It's not a real spiritual experience, because as someone that has had these real spiritual experiences, I can tell you that what they're having on these drugs, it's not a real spiritual experience. It's a drug-induced hallucination. So they're not really talking to whatever deity or whatever they think they're doing when they're doing this. They're just hallucinating that. It's not actually happening to them. And that's what these drugs do. They make people think that they're speaking to all these gods and deities and having all these spiritual experiences, when actually they're not. It's just drug-induced chemical hallucinations. And then what happens is they start to think that they are this, because of the drugs, they're this divine being, and then they get a bit of a spiritual ego where they're like, oh, everyone else is asleep and I'm awake and I'm better than this person and that person. And then that's what this guy was experiencing, and then he basically thought he was Jesus or something because of the drugs that he was on, and then he started getting aggressive and being violent and fighting other people in the classes. And when people in the yoga class were like challenging him, his beliefs, because like me, they didn't think that taking drugs was a good idea because of what I've just stated, he would get all aggressive and violent and started fighting people in the class, and then the venue where he was having this class taking place, the venue operators, they had to actually get involved and say to him, look, we can't have you back here anymore because of all the trouble that you're causing. You've fought with your students, like physical fighting, like fist fights, and also you've been telling our students to take drugs, and we don't want people coming here and taking drugs, so you've not to come back. And that was it. That was him that got kicked out. And also in the Love and Light community, New Age community, whatever you want to call it, you get a lot of scammers as well, and a lot of people pretending to be like psychic and that, and coming at you with all your messages of love and light to just try and get money off people. So there is a kind of hidden darkness within like the love and light community that no one speaks about. So I feel like I've addressed quite a few important issues here, like before I kind of dive into the story. But at the rate this video is going, I might be another video before I kind of finish what I'm talking about. Basically what I'm talking about, this guy in this video that I'm talking about was involving himself with people that like to go around hexing and cursing people for no good valid reasons. And I'm going to talk about this more in another video, but before you go around like hexing and cursing people, it needs to be justified. You need to have a valid reason for it, otherwise that magic is going to backfire on you, which is basically another topic for another day. But I feel like I have talked about some important issues in this video that need to be highlighted about the spiritual community, and I hope you guys had some value and learned a lot from this video. If you did feel like you've learned something today, then please like this video, comment down below, share this video, subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when my next video comes out. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Patreon, which is linked in the description down below, and so is my Twitter, so don't forget to follow me on that. If you could become a Patreon of mine, I'd be very grateful for that. I do tarot card readings on my Patreon, which if you're a higher tier on my Patreon, you get early access to my videos 7 to 10 days before the content is then released to the lower tiers. Also, if you would like a private psychic reading, my email is linked in the description down below, so please email me if you're interested in getting a private psychic reading. So that's everything for me today, my spooky children. I hope you have enjoyed this video today, and goodbye.